back was hurting, my stomach was cramping. My boyfriend was holding me on the side of the road while they were checking my pulse, and I thought that I was dying. That is the worst pain that I ever, and probably will ever, have to go through. I was slowly passing away. Me and my boyfriend, we were driving, we were on the way back to my house, and it started pouring down rain really hard. I was looking down at my phone, I was texting someone, and out of nowhere I hear him scream, and then I look up really fast, and a car hits us head on. I remember I passed out for a few seconds, and then I woke up, and as soon as I got out, my body just collapsed on the side of the road. I couldn't move, I could barely breathe. My stomach was hurting. The ambulance got there and they took me to the hospital, and my back was hurting, my stomach was cramping. They brought me into the ER and they put me on a cold metal table in the ER, and they were doing all these tests. The surgeon came in and he said that my aorta had split and I was bleeding internally. They said that they were going to do an emergency surgery. They operated on my stomach. They had to take a part of my colon out because a part of my colon was dead. They had to put a stent in my aorta to keep it from collapsing. And they also had to put tubes in my pancreas because my pancreas was leaking. I don't remember anything from the first week in the hospital. They had to do another surgery where they put a rod and 2 screws in my back to keep it stabilized. I was in the ICU for 10 days healing. After I got released from the hospital, I was on bed rest for probably about a month after. I had an open wound on my stomach that my mom had to change constantly. It was very hard to move without some assistance, and for the mental part of it, my mom had to sleep with me because I kept having nightmares and night terrors. I would wake up in the middle of the night screaming in a cold sweat. I struggled with depression for a very long time due to it. A lot of the time when you go through a traumatic experience, you need that extra push that therapy gives you to help you push through and talk about your emotions in a non-judgmental environment. It can be very difficult. Some days are better than others. I just have to constantly remind myself this was not your fault. Anyone could have gone through it, and you need to give yourself some grace because you did almost die, and you just need to be kinder to yourself so that you can possibly, in the future, help other people who have gone through something similar. I am seen. Are you?